In the quiet suburban town of Dayton, Ohio, there was a small diner on the corner of a busy street. The owner, Michael Harris, had inherited the restaurant from his father, a man known for his generosity. Michael wasn't wealthy. The restaurant barely broke even most months. Yet, he had a rule. No one leaves my restaurant hungry if I can help it. People often assumed he did it for show, but anyone who truly knew him understood. Michael gave because he believed in humanity. Even when money was tight, he would quietly slip free meals to struggling families, to kids without lunch, or the elderly living alone. And tonight, Michael had no idea that the universe was about to test his generosity in an unforgettable way. It was 7 p.m., just as the evening rush ended. A boy, ragged and thin, walked slowly past the neon sign. His shoes were falling apart, his clothes layered and mismatched. He paused at the diner's entrance, his eyes darting nervously inside. This boy, Tommy, as we'll later learn, had been on his own for weeks. His single mother had lost her job. Money ran out. Food ran out. And now, school lunches were gone, too. He looked at the menu through the glass, his stomach growling, heart pounding. Most restaurant owners would have ignored him or shooed him away. But Michael saw something different in his eyes, desperation mixed with hope. Michael was stacking chairs when he noticed the boy peeking in. The boy's hand trembled as he pushed the door open. The bell above the door rang sharply, cutting through the silence. Michael felt a twinge in his chest. Who comes here at this hour, alone, and looks like he hasn't eaten in days? Tommy approached the counter, hesitant. Sir, could I, maybe get something? His voice barely audible. Michael paused. He glanced at the clock. Closing time. The kitchen was cold. He had barely enough ingredients left to serve his family for the night. But then Michael thought of his own struggles as a kid. He thought of his father's words. A little kindness goes a long way. He smiled and said softly, Sit anywhere. I'll bring you something. The boy's face lit up with cautious hope, and he slid into a booth near the window. Michael ordered a plate of mac and cheese, warm bread, and a glass of juice. As he walked back to the kitchen, he noticed the boy's hands shaking, not from the cold, but from hunger. When the plate arrived, Tommy attacked the food like he hadn't eaten in days. He ate quickly, quietly, not saying a word, but Michael could see the relief in his eyes. Michael's heart ached. This wasn't a spoiled kid. This wasn't a picky eater. This was a child who might not have eaten in a long time. He considered charging him something, anything, but quickly shook his head. No, Michael thought. Some things are worth more than money. He slid a second plate toward Tommy. Eat. Don't worry about paying, he said gently. Tommy froze, looked up, then whispered. Thank you so much. As Tommy ate, Michael couldn't help but notice a small, folded paper on the boy's lap. Curiosity sparked. Was it a note? A flyer? A crumpled homework sheet? But before he could ask, Tommy quickly tucked it into his jacket and ate faster, as if protecting a secret. Michael shrugged. Perhaps it didn't matter. Some secrets aren't meant to be revealed right away, and the night still had more surprises in store. After finishing, Tommy got up to leave. Thank you, he whispered again, barely audible. Michael waved, smiling warmly. Take care of yourself, kid. Tommy disappeared into the night. Michael closed the diner, feeling a strange mix of satisfaction and curiosity. He didn't know the boy's name, didn't know his story. But somehow, Michael felt that this encounter wasn't over. That night, Michael went home, unable to shake a feeling of anticipation. He thought of Tommy, of his hungry eyes, of the small folded paper he had seen. What could it have been? Why did the boy seem so secretive? Sleep came fitfully, with dreams of hungry children, lost opportunities, and missed chances. Little did he know, tomorrow would bring an unimaginable twist. Before we continue, if you love real-life stories about kindness, life lessons, and emotional twists, hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. Leave a comment below. If you saw someone hungry and alone, what would you do? Your answer might inspire someone else to act today. Now, let's see what happens the next morning. The next morning, Michael arrived at the diner earlier than usual. The air was crisp. The street was quiet. At the entrance, he noticed a small white envelope sitting perfectly on the welcome mat. Curious, he picked it up. Inside was a handwritten note. "Thank you for your kindness yesterday. You didn't know me, but your generosity changed everything. I hope one day I can repay you." Michael smiled warmly, touched. Then he unfolded another piece of paper. Michael's eyes widened. It was a check for $50,000. The note continued. "I am Tommy. The meal you gave me yesterday saved me. I am now 18 and finally in a position to help someone else. Please accept this gift as a token of my gratitude." Michael's hands trembled. He never expected anything in return. He had acted purely out of compassion, yet here was a life-altering reward. Michael realized then that acts of kindness ripple far beyond what we can see. It wasn't about the check. It wasn't about recognition. It was about changing lives, one meal at a time. Tommy had remembered the generosity of a stranger, and he had turned it into something incredible. Michael continues to run his small diner. He still gives meals to children, the homeless, and anyone in need. He shares this story whenever he can, reminding people, you never know the impact of a small act of kindness. The smallest gesture can spark a chain reaction that changes lives. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like this video. Subscribe to Heartfelt American Stories. Comment below, what small act of kindness changed your life? Remember, generosity costs nothing, but it can change everything. Share this story with someone who needs a reminder that good deeds always come back in unexpected ways.